Hi guys, how are you all today evening? Good evening. In my previous verse of Ashtavakra Gita, we talked about how Raja Janaka asked Ashtavakra how to get or seek liberation. Now, after the question was asked by the spiritual student, the teacher Ashtavakra began teaching Raja Janaka the student. He told him, if you want to seek self realization and liberation, you will have to eschew the senses like poison and seek truthfulness, honesty, kindness, cheerfulness, forgiveness, etc. as nectar. This has a very deep meaning. It is quite logical and not at all emotional. We all should know that mind is a thought flow process. There is a continuous flow of thoughts and ideas through the mind which make the mind collectively. If the thoughts and ideas are poisonous, they poison the person, and if they are like nectar, they make the person divine. In other words, as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Ashtavakra tells Raja Janaka that you should cultivate all divine qualities and eschew demonic ones. How? There are five senses: taste, touch, smell, sight, and hearing. They are in the etheric body. These disturb or create disturbance in the mind, which starts the poisonous thought flow process. The mind body complex of a living entity is surrounded by poisonous weeds, and similarly, the poisonous thoughts and ideas surround the psyche and the mind and the brain of a living entity. Ashtavakra tells Raja Janaka, eschew these poisonous thoughts. On the other hand, if you cultivate the divine qualities of kindness, cheerfulness, clarity, truthfulness, empathy, sympathy, forgiveness, etc., you at once become peaceful and blissful. The five evils of kama, lust, krodha, anger, lobha, greed, moha, illusion, and ahankara, false ego, begin living this living entity who is seeking spiritualism. They run away from the living entity's psyche just like frightened enemies, like frightened jackals. A living entity who wants to become a liberated person should behave like the king of the jungle, a person who cultivates only those qualities which pave the way to liberation for the living entity. That is what Ashtavakra tells Janaka. Weed away all poisonous crop and keep only those which taste like nectar and which pave way to self realization, deliverance, liberation, to your recognizing your identity as Brahman and to ultimately going back to Godhead. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this subject. If you sincerely believe that I am talking sense, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep informing you about my future videos. Please pardon me for my spelling, diction, grammar, etc., which are by error or by mistake or blunder wrong in expressing myself. My appearance may also be not up to the mark, but these are frivolous matters which I tend to ignore when I am talking to you on serious spiritual and material matters. Till we meet next time in my next video, it is good evening from TSV Raghavan.